I'm Nahana from Smoky Mountain Farmhouse here in Zone 7A, and today we're going to be planting some tulips. So in this round tulip bed, I planted a mix called Lilac and Linen from Eden Brothers. It is a double tulip mix. Now, I don't actually know what varieties are in that mix, but one of them is a creamish yellow color and the other is a light purple. And I planted them right next to a common lilac. I thought that would look really nice next to the driveway. And I gave these bulbs a little bit more space than I did in the other bed because I plan on cutting these at the surface and not doing the traditional pull the whole bulb up with these. And I'm just going to see how that goes and what kind of stem length they give me. And in this bed, I also planted some allium so that the allium can come up when the tulips are done blooming. And I will show you some footage here of me making this bed and how I went about doing that as well.
So I wanted to explain what I'm doing right here. I took a stake and I placed it in the center of the tulip bed, and I tied a piece of twine around the stake, but I kept the twine attached to the spool. I placed a stick through the center of the spool, and I used this as my measuring tool to maintain the same distance all the way around the circle. I used the stick to draw a line in the dirt, so I had a line to follow as my edge. This is a really easy way to make a perfect circle for any landscaping project. Once I finished drawing the circle, I used rocks that I gathered from around the property and placed along the line to use as my landscape edging. Once I had all the rocks laid out, I used a rake to smooth out the ground around the outside edge of the flower bed. Then I took the extra dirt and packed it underneath some of the rocks. This bed was built on a slope, so it took some time, but I eventually got the entire bed level. After I finished leveling the rocks, I added a bag of compost and raked it throughout the top layer of the dirt.
When I planted the bulbs in this round bed, I did not dig a trench like I did for the bigger tulip bed. When you're planting tulips for cut flowers, the easiest way is to dig a trench that's about 6 inches deep and just dig it out all the way down and then place your bulbs in that trench and cover it up with dirt. Now, if you're growing for a home garden, you may want to do something like this, where you use a shovel and you can just dig out a small space and then lay them all in there, or you can use a handheld auger or just a shovel. Now, we tilled this ground before, so the dirt was really loose, and I just placed them all out where I wanted them, and then I just used the shovel to drop them down in a hole. And once I finished getting them all in the ground, I put a layer of compost over the top, I put a layer of mulch, and then I was done. In this bed, I fit 50 tulip bulbs and 20 allium bulbs, and I could have probably fit a few more allium bulbs in there as well. But this is a very small space and something very doable if you're just wanting to plant a small amount of tulips. We hope you enjoyed coming along as we planted tulips for cut flowers. We look forward to bringing more videos to you as our small farm grows. Thank you for watching.